How are you doing? Good?
Visiting the soldiers.
Mr. Defense, Chief of the General Staff, honored guests, it's a pleasure and honor to be up here today.
جنابي وزیر صاحب د دفاع لوی درستیز او ډیرو محترمو ملمنو ستړي مشي زما د پاره د عزت ځای دی چې تاسو په وړاندې ولاړ یم.
It's very difficult to follow General Maluk because, like his staff that does very complete work, he gives very complete briefs.
وایي زه د جنرال صاحب ملوک نه وروسته ولاړ یم خبرې کوم او هغه چې څه غوښتل هغه وشو دغه پوره هغه خپلې خبرې بشپړې کړې دي.
And he also told me to keep this very short, so I will.
او دا خبره ماته کړې ده چې ډېرې لنډې خبرې کوي او زه به حتما لنډې خبرې کوم.
Be assured that we are partnered in everything that we do. That has included the planning for the operations that will be forthcoming in the winter and in the spring.
موږ په هر څه کې تاسو سره ملګري یو همشریک یو همغږي یو او هغه پلان چې تاسو د ژمي او د پسرلي لپاره په پام کې نیولی موږ د په هغې کې در سره شریک او همغږي یو.
He and his brigade commanders and my subordinate commanders are all in perfect agreement over how the next 6 months will roll out.
د ملګري زه او زما قومندانان موږ په راتلونکو شپږو میاشتو چې کوم پلان لرو هغه همغږی دی او موږ په شریک سره مخکې بیایو او موږ په دې کې ښه سره هم نظر یو.
I can assure you that we understand our mission, we understand the higher commander's intent, and we understand the tasks that are in front of us.
موږ پوهیږو چې زموږ دندې څه دي وظیفې څه دي او کومې وظیفې زموږ په وړاندې پرتې دي چې باید ترسره شي.
Next slide, please. We understand the intent and we understand the mission, and we have already begun to execute the actions that needed to accomplish the mission. These are the effects we wish to achieve. I would point out 3 of them that are the most important. First is to protect the Afghan people.
درې شیان دي چې تاسو په وړاندې دي خو البته زما لپاره 3 مهم هدفونه یا موخې زما په وړاندې پرتې دي. اول دا ده چې موږ څنګه کولی شو چې ولسي خلک ملکي خلک موږ خوندي وساتو او د هغوی امنیت موږ خوندي کړو.
Second is to continue to work with our Afghan warrior partners to develop their capabilities.
دویم دا ده چې موږ څنګه کولی شو چې د خپلو ملي د خپل افغاني ملګرو سره د هغوی ظرفیتونه لوړ کړو او هغوی کفایه شو په خپلو پښو ودرېږي.
And last is to continue to interdict, disrupt, and hammer the enemy wherever we find him.
او درېیمه خبره دا ده ډېره اساسي او مهمه دا ده چې موږ څنګه کولی شو چې دښمن پیدا کړو له منځه یې ویسو او مخه خالي کړو.
I can assure you our plans for that are well made and will be executed well as well.
زه تاسو ته اطمینان او ډاډ درکوم چې دا پلان موږ په ډېر غور او دقت جوړ کړی دی او ډېر ښه کامیابه په مخ باندې په کامیابۍ سره ځي.
Next slide, please. Sir, this just outlines some of the support that we provide with our partners. We do it in 3 ways. First of all, routine support, which is our routine planning that we do every day to ensure success for both sides.
یو دا هغه شیانونه چې زه ستاسو په وړاندې باندې دي د هغه چې هغه د ورځني هغه په عادي شکل باندې زموږ او د دوی شریک عملیات دي او د شریک هغه پرمختګونه دي چې موږ کړي دي.
We share our counter IED efforts, we share close air support, and we most importantly share medevac capabilities both with the coalition and with the Afghan partners.
مهمه خبره دا ده چې موږ ټول هغه معلومات چې هغه د زخمیانو په باره کې دي د مینونو په باره کې دي او بل کوم حادثې یا فاجعې رامخکې کېږي رامنځته راځي موږ په شریکه باندې هغه کوو او په شریکه د هغې د مخه نیسو او اقدامات ورته کوو.
We also plan support for each other for exceptional events such as the election and the recent very successful concert that was held in Lashkar. I can pledge to you that both the 215th Corps and RC Southwest understands its mission, is prepared to execute the mission, and will bring home success.
زه تاسو ته دا وعده او ژمنه درکوم چې 215 او د میوند قلي اردو او زموږ ځواکونه به په شریکه باندې موږ چې کوم پلان ترسره کړی دی هغه به کامیابیږي او زه مطمئن یم چې هغه د کامیابۍ پړاو ته رسیږي.
Thank you for the opportunity to brief.
ډېره مننه چې ما ته موقع راکړه.
هر وقت تر در آینده نزدیک به سال 1390 و پیشرو و برآمد.
And as you know, we focused much our efforts in the past year down this area with both support to the government, with all the great civilian efforts, with the Afghan police, the Afghan army, the Afghan National Civil Order Police, the Afghan Border Police, and all the civil servants who all together have to work effectively to best serve the Afghan people.
میگن تمام توجه و تلاش ها روی این بود که تمام قوای ملی افغانستان بشمول ادارات ملکی و ائتلاف بین المللی بتانند مشترکاً و همه‌جانبه با هم همکاری داشته باشند و بتانند تا در آینده بهتر و سال آینده کمک‌ها و تلاش‌هایشان انسجام یافته به پیش ببرند.
And as we last year began these efforts with a new strategy, we had to show some quick results here.
میگه این استراتژی که ما سال پیش داشتیم و به یک دستاوردهای خوبی هم همراه خود داشت.
And because of the efforts of all the leaders here and the support of the Afghan people, there is clearly proof that this strategy can work, and it is a shining example of what can be the future.
میگه همینطور مجلس امروز با این تلاش‌هایی که هست به عنوان یک مثال ما میتونیم از روی یادآوری کنیم که یک دستاورد خوب است در این راهکار و رهبری که ما میل پیش‌بینی داریم و روی آن کار می‌کنیم.
So thank you again, all of you, for your support, your coordinated efforts at working together as a team, and the impressive results that you've achieved thus far. And I know we're looking better to even more results next year.
میگه یک بار دیگه ما شما تشکر میکنم از این دستاوردهای خوب، از این همکاری‌های خوب که با هم داشتین سال گذشته و همچنین در سال آینده و از تمام تلاش‌های شما ما تشکر و قدردانی میکنم.
And we've made a lot of progress and a lot of great work, but there's always more work to do. So thank you very much.
پیشرفت‌های بسیار خوبی داشتیم، بسیار دستاوردهای خوبی داشتیم و امیدواریم که دستاوردهای خوبی در آینده هم داشته باشیم و با همکاری همدیگر میتونیم که یک تاثیر خوب و یک آینده خوب برای افغانستان داشته باشیم.
Manana Tashakur. No, thank you.
Thank you.
Conference is to get the coordinated understanding and effort from everybody to be on the same sheet of music as we look forward to future operations to provide security, governance, and development to the people of Helmand and Nimruz provinces.
Okay, this is for Operation Omid Shah?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the result of Omid Shah?
Well, the results of the last year's efforts is that the increasing security in the central Helmand River Valley, as well as the improvement in governance. And with the security and governance comes development, and that's what the people are trying to build the stability for the Afghan nation so that they can prevent the nation from falling to the insurgents or allowing the Al-Qaeda or associated movements to come back in and provide a safe haven for them.
Now, I understand, sir, that the ANA has played a very large role in kind of being some of the troops that are up front. Is this an indication that the ANA is to the point where they're ready to start taking the lead on a more regular basis?
Well, again, what we're focusing on is building the capacity in both the Afghan National Army, the Afghan National Civil Order Police, and the Afghan Uniform Police to increasingly take more of the load as we hope to thin out over time as they build their capacity.
So now, when you're reviewing this information, what is your impression of how all the elements of the Afghan security forces? What is your personal impression from your position?
Well, I think they're working very closely not only with all the Afghan national security forces and the coalition forces, but also with the Afghan government officials, which is really very powerful.
So now I would like to actually thank wholeheartedly the IGC under the command of General Rodriguez for their genuine and most cordial partnership with the Afghan security forces, and also acknowledge the sacrifices of the Marines and also the British contingent in Helmand, and also pay tribute to the soul of all those brave men which they have lost their life and paid the ultimate price for the prosperity and stability in this province. I would also like to acknowledge and recognize the vital and significant role of the civilian component of the campaign, which was mentioned here by two dignitaries. And I would say it once again that it has been first time in Afghanistan that a proper civil-military campaign has been launched, and Helmand is the birthplace of the implementation of this strategy. I think in some of the slides they talk about transition. In some of the slides, we already have committed that it will be condition-based and it will not be premature. And once it's done, it will be irreversible. That is our genuine and earnest hope in our part to relieve the ISAF forces so that they can return safe and happy back home with the pride and honor of the mission accomplished. That is our sincere desire. So I hope that in the coming years, this ambition of us Afghans will be fulfilled, and we really most sincerely want to be able once again to fulfill our historic responsibility to defend this country as we have done it for thousands of years. Thank you once again. تشکر از همه‌تان و بسیار لطف کردین. از اشتراک کنیم. تشکر.